Hello everyone. We have a couple of laying hens, and whenever I want to wash eggs, I like somewhere to dry them. Right now I have a little rack I lay them on, but usually they don't get totally dried and I end up having to use a paper towel and dry them off. So what I'd like to do is make a fan powered drying rack that hopefully will get them a little bit drier so I don't need to waste so many paper towels. So found a couple things here in the shop that I'm going to use. I got this old plastic tote, a cooling fan from a computer that I salvaged, got a switch I found here, an old Fisher Price 12 volt DC transformer, which seems to be able to run the fan. And then also I have the rack I'm going to make out of CPVC pipe and fitting. So I got an assortment of T's and 90s here. And last but certainly not least, I have my test egg, so I get everything spaced correctly. So first thing we're going to do here is get the fan cut into the side of the plastic container. Alright, so I marked on the side of the container the center, and I'm going to try and use a hole saw to cut the hole out for the fan. It's going to be a little tricky because of the thickness of the plastic. It's probably going to grab, so I have to go very gently to get that hole cut through. Alright, that went much better than I thought it might. Okay, so the hole's cut through the side of the tub, and I cleaned it up a little bit, got the rough edges off with a knife, and now I'm ready to drill the holes to mount the fan itself. Okay, so we have the fan mounted. I actually used 4.5-inch cabinet screws and just bolted that right through the side of the container. All right, next we're going to get our switch mounted. Okay, switch is mounted. I drilled a hole here to take my wires inside. This really doesn't get super wet, so I'm not really worried, and it's only low voltage here. After I'm all done, I might make a little bit of a cover to put down over this just to stop the drips of water from getting on the switch and the wire connections. But you know, it really isn't going to be that much water to be concerned about. Okay, so we had a slight snag. I had the polarity reversed on my wiring, so I corrected that. Fan's turning now, and the switch shuts it on and off. Got a nice breeze blowing through the tote here. Now, inside the box, I actually, on the wire out to the transformer, I tied a knot in it. That way when you pull on it here, it doesn't pull it back out. And next step here, I'm going to use black electrical tape and tape all that stuff up good. Okay, that completes the wiring. I got it all taped up. I guess I could have used some shrink wrap on the wire joint there, but I just don't anticipate that much water getting on it, just a couple drips. So I didn't bother. I just taped it with black electrical. So you hit the switch, fan starts running. And what that's going to do now is create an airflow over the eggs as they're laying there on this rack that I'm going to build next. So next step is the rack. Okay, so I think this is going to work out. The tote here is about 8 inches to the outside. So I have 3 T's and then a 90 on each side. And if you put the hubs tight together, I am right about 8 inches to the outside. So yeah, that should be about right. So what I'm going to do is cut little pieces of pipe now and glue this together, and then cut pieces of pipe also that run the full length of this. Okay, one done. We're going to make another one just like it. Okay, second one done. All right, got that part made up. All right, there you go. That's your drying rack. We take our test egg, and that's going to lay right on there like that. Now the next step, I need to make something or get this rack so it doesn't slide around. I think what I'm going to do is drill holes down through on the side here and put screws in, and then drill a little bit bigger hole in the top rim of the tote. That way I can pick this off because it's very important that you keep your cleaning area clean. You don't want salmonella poisoning. So that's a reason that I used all plastic here. It'll be much easier to sanitize it and keep clean. Okay, so I think I actually have it backwards here, but so what I did was I drilled through the 1/2 inch CPVC. I used my cabinet screws again and left them stick way down here. You can see how much longer they are. And then that just fits in these holes right here in the top. And there you go. And this is all ready now. You can just lay your eggs on as you wash them. Turn your fan on. And hopefully that breeze blowing through there is going to dry them a little faster, and I won't have to use quite so many paper towels. All right, have a good day. Bye.